Dr. Drew Glover at Central Family and Sports Medicine. I do family and sports medicine for Western Missouri Medical Center, and we're talking about mental health today. We're all, as a society, addicted to our phones, right? We're all on them hours a day. I'm constantly asking my pediatric patients when they come in for the well-child checks, how many hours a day do you spend on your phone? They'll give me a number. I'll have them go check their phone and say, all right, what is it actually? And usually it's 1.5 to 2 times what they think it is, right? So, but it's not just kids. You look around any restaurant or any public place, everybody's on their phone all the time, right? So we know that screen time, television, and or phone time increases rates of depression and suicidality. That's been borne out well. What we don't quite know yet is who's at most risk by social media use, and how can we take that and mitigate it. And we know there's some things that can help, but the reality is there's a lot in social media that can lead to anxiety and depression, particularly in younger people, particularly the middle school age group. So there's quite a bit of evidence out there that looks at that age group in particular and says, the filters that people are using on their social media that give you a false reality, the fear of missing out, the kids get it from constantly checking the updates of what their friends are doing, what they're not doing while their friends are doing it. All the things that come along with that, the likes that people may get from their pages or the comments that are negative or positive, the social aggression that can take place on social media. Now there's cancel culture where everybody's worst moment is maybe the moment that defines them. These are all things that are concerns for people on social media, particularly kids. And so that's got to have an impact on your mental health. It just absolutely has to. And I think if you look at the data from what some might consider the iGen population, so we're talking about kids who grew up with a cell phone in their pocket, the internet at their fingertips, and social media readily available. The data shows that those kids have higher rates of anxiety, higher rates of depression. Now, it's a correlation, right? It doesn't necessarily mean it's the cause of those things, but there's a pretty direct line to that. And I think to say that it has no impact is probably short-sighted.